Hello and welcome back to Resident Evil, where I don't know what is going on. Obviously, the display you can't see from here, but it says it's 1090 by 1024 or 1920 by 1024, whatever. It just doesn't want to give me the perspective that I would like. Now, in progress, 100% items. Okay, so I understand now what the two different things are. In progress means there's still stuff in the room. 100% items means we've cleared the room. It means there's still stuff in here. Okay, so we are on tank controls, which, you know, is obviously better for this. Can I push this? When the two run each other, the path for destiny will open. Okay, so I kind of felt like that might have been a thing, right? So there's painting here. You have two knights striking each other short. So the sword's been thrust into the breast tonight while the long swords pierce the head of the other. If there's some statues in here that I can push together to impale each other, they're not like knife fighting statues. Okay, suddenly I'm on puzzle mode and questioning things because clearly, right, well, we've pushed that one off, but that's not the thing. I don't remember how far into the map we were. So, okay, it's telling us there, so I'm guessing that means go get the serum. There's a red door in the graveyard down an alley that we might not have ever seen. Okay, and that's obviously locked. So, no, it's just circled because it's the typewriter and item box. Okay, so we haven't gone outside and done the thing. So what have we got? We're catching up because I know where we died, but I don't know. Right, we've got the dog whistle. Okay, I assume we're just going to the dog whistle bit, which is where I'm now going to head, which is that landing just literally above us. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of stuff in our hands. Is this relatively clear to go get to this box? Obviously, this is not the way to the box that I want to go. Sorry for taking like a couple of minutes to get reacquainted. But, you know, right, so there's a box past the pigeons. Now, the question is that's actually up some stairs and through a door. We haven't even done that. Okay, no, because that you can't do until you get the... Right, this is not a good way to go to get to there, to be honest. Let's just say, because that goes up to there. And that door's locked from this side. Okay, at least we haven't unleashed the werewolves yet, but I will. Okay, as we haven't unleashed the werewolves yet, I call them werewolves because they just run fast. Because they're not really zombies. They look more like they're doing a werewolfy sort of run than a zombie. We've got room for ammo. Okay. That's the other thing I thought. After going through it all, it's like, hang on, have we even got the room to do this? Okay. Do you watch these crows will suddenly come out and attack? Right. That's a green herb that we would like at some point. Because I did last time, but I didn't run through this door many times. So, you know, there is that. There's the ammo that we missed on the floor. So we actually did go quite a way back. It's like he comes alive and I guess he turned into a werewolf. I'm going slow because there's still a zombie up here. Now, the thing about that is, do I maybe want to kill him? Do I want to actually take him out? Because if we don't, when the werewolf guy does come alive, there's a door up here that we probably have to go in. I can open this door from this side. And if I don't take care of him, then... Kill. Kill! Don't get caught on the scenery! Wow, we got so lucky there. I don't know why he didn't actually bite us there. He changed his mind. He was like, nah, you don't smell nice, actually. Kind of have gone off your sandwich. Man, why did you shoot him in the leg? You know, I hate these balancing mechanics. Don't mention that. Yeah, let's come grab this ammo and spend literally 13 bullets in that zombie. We're getting 2. Something at least, but I don't think it was really worth it. Okay, it's locked from the other side. Okay, so ironically, we wouldn't even been able to really make any point of that because it's not even a key lock. It's just locked from the other side. But as if he took all my bullets that we got from there. But we've got some extra. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Okay, right. Let's go through here. Through the keyhole. Not that door, this one. Off to the dog area. There are 2 dogs, unfortunately. You would spawn where I want to go, wouldn't you? Like, literally. Right, we're going to slowly walk around so he starts to actually follow us. It's actually being a bit quicker than I would have expected. But yeah, come this way. God damn it, get off my screen, mouse pointer. Because I don't get why the screen just doesn't want to go full screen. Like it should. I'm in full screen mode. And, you know, it's not recognizing. Because even the Steam boxes are coming up in, like, weird portions of the screen. So, you know, it's constrained it weird. So I don't know if it's intended to be in, like, the letterbox and that it is. Because it's trying to make it 4x3, but then it's, like, re-initialized it to be widescreen. So I feel like they should have just... Maybe I should just play it in 4x3, because then at least it fills more of my screen, even if it doesn't cut off the... Even if it doesn't enable the widescreen bits. You know, maybe they're just cutting some off the top by doing this, I don't know. I don't know. Right. This is the other stupid part, because he doesn't get rid of the dog whistle until after we leave the room. Damn you. Okay, that's 2 dogs. That's the problem. Get out of there. Probably don't need this dog whistle anymore. Discard, yes. And then, you know, still goes through the door. Right, we're going to have to go back in there. But the dog probably won't be there anymore, Copium. Right. That dog won't be there anymore. Why would it still be there? And then we can get this thing. And we can heal up on the herbs. It's probably right next to... Take the collar, yes. Green herbs growing here. There's only enough for a few use. Use them. Treat your wounds. Hi dog. Hi dog. You get to live out there now. I don't need to go out there anymore, I don't think. Okay, so. Someone is going to start knocking at the door. Let's get the thing out of this. Let's push the switch. This gives us the key. Coin was hidden inside the collar, and then examine the coin. The coin is actually a fake key. Shape of the key. Okay, imitation key. Now, I'm gonna go down the stairs. I don't know if there's a zombie waiting. I think there is. I can hear someone moving. He's upstairs. Which, you know, it wouldn't be worse to get him to come down here. One of these days I'm going to forget that guy's there and he's going to wake up and be a problem. Okay, going to dump all of our stuff in here. I don't like saving a million times like most people. Like, you know, I minimize, I play, and also, like, you know, stack that there. Do we need the lighter anytime soon? I don't think we do. Blue gemstone. I don't think we're there yet. Emblem, red herb, herbicides. Then we've got a key. Now. Where was that? Where was the plant? Is it just at the end of this corridor? I think it might be at the end of this corridor, and we kind of remember which one is the green herbs and which one isn't. If it's here, let's use it. I don't think that's a zombie. So I think he's upstairs. Oh, I don't think that's a zombie. Oh, you sure about that? Armor. Okay, so that might be after we get the key from upstairs. And then maybe that opens that. What is this room? This room is just kerosene? Okay. That might be the plant room, but again, we need the actual armor key. Which we'll get. Soon. Copium. I'm debating putting away the thing. Right, let's leave the pesticide, because if it is that room, let's leave it in the box. Like, we can get it out easily. At least if we've got room for inventory, then that's going to work out for us. In the box you go. I keep making the same mistakes. Maybe I should just have that empty, but then again, you know, if I leave that empty, we're just going to fill it, and then it's going to be full, so it defeats the entire purpose of just like mashing to put something in the box. Right, now, do I do pro dodges on the guy? I don't know if we need to ever come this way again. There is a door. Locked. Emblem of a helmet. Okay. Judgmental. I know I can do it. So I can get past him. Don't need to be scared. Okay, guy isn't awake yet. Now, I'm going to go down and get this herb while we're here, before the guy wakes up. Because I think this is going to be smart. Because we don't really want to have to come this way ever again. So if we get the herb, then hopefully this will be 100% complete. 100% of items! Okay. So why is the one typewriter item box room? I guess it's because it's got the... Also, that corridor's got another item? What? How does this room have another item in it? Up here? With the guy. I guess it's on the way past him. Maybe there's a herb on the floor on the way past him. Gil, don't you dare. And I'm just gonna look around every other bit. Just to make sure. Because we don't really want to have to do this again. If we don't have to, right? There's definitely nothing else up there. Anything in the picture frame? Nope. These statues, we can't push or anything, right? Okay, so it's got to be on the floor just past the guy. That is the only place that there could be anything. We've looked under all the mirrors, we've looked everywhere. Looked on this chair a few times as well. There's definitely nothing back here. Okay, if there is an item, it's past. There it is. He's not waking up. Hey, he showed up a lot faster than he did before, because he's like werewolf man. He's not actually a proper zombie. I wonder if we would have like stabbed him in the leg if he would have tried to do things. Also, am I stupid? No. Thankfully, we've got room for the item. Okay. I still don't get that camera that's like, hey, it's a big hole, and then it isn't. Because that's very misleading. The stuff is coming in. It just pushes Jill forwards. It could have been very easily a Jill sandwich right there. Okay, let's use the fake key to stop all this. We'll get out. Okay, I'm going to examine the key as well, just for the sake of it. Look, it's got armor on it. It's not helmet's key. This one's like just helmet, right? We're going to test it. It's locked. Emblem of a helmet carved into the lock. Okay, so now down those stairs is a thing. And again, it looks wide open. Probably does go open, but we probably need to put something else into it again to actually make it open up. That armor as well looks like it should be pushable, but it's not. Like, why is that one specifically there? Just for show? I guess he's waiting around the corner just to wait for you and chase you, right? And then I refuse to go that way. He instead goes through the crows that are most definitely not going to eat space. They will not. I refuse to let them. Okay, then we need to plan where we're going next. Because there are some places upstairs. We got room for one thing. I do need to grab that eventually. That's probably the item that's missing here, right? I don't know if we ever release the zombies in that far route. We don't need to go that way, really. Technically. Ironically, that door shows there, but the actual exit is like on the lower floor. I don't really need to go that way. Also, why is that one door grey and not blue? I don't know why that is grey and not blue. Is it just we hadn't gone through it since unlocking it or something? I'm guessing that's what it is. It's like you haven't actually gone through this door. Got a third floor. Right, we do need to go there, right? I know that that's like the place to go. But where are the boxes is what I'm trying to plan out. Okay, I can go back through that way and then down the stairs and then that leads to the thing back there. It's like he's holding on to something. Yo. Kenneth. Okay. That's all the items. Good. Ooh, to you too. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. May I please go vertigo? And then your destiny will be revealed. I haven't seen anything that looks like sword fighting statues. And obviously in here, there's also this one, which is a puzzle. And if we peek, we can see whether we have unleashed like zombies and things. Like, woman drawing water. How do we get that? I can't stand on this, can I? Oh, it can. Okay. Right. So we push this up to the statue and then we can get the item. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, my inventory is kind of full now. Stop that kill. Oh no, we've got room. You mean the videotape doesn't take up an inventory slot? All this time that I was like, map of the mansion. Oh wow, that's so useful. That's so useful right now, isn't it, after all of this? Hang on. There's hidden rooms back there. You know how I was saying there's no point in coming back here because it's just a zombie trap? Literally, eerie picture of the mansion. There's a secret room behind it. How do I get in that? Do I have to set fire to it? There's a secret room. There is 100% a secret room, and behind the other bit. So I don't know how to actually get in it. There is a secret room in there. I'm gonna push this back against there for now. Just because, you know, there was a zombie that spawned in there before. I wonder, if I leave that blocking and we go in there, does the zombie still get in somehow? Or would he just be sitting on this side? And can we knife him over it? Okay. I'm guessing we might need the lighter and, like, maybe set fire to the painting or something. I hear something pitter-pattering, so, you know, if we can avoid dealing with monsters, we will. I think that there might be dogs in there now. So there's herbs outside, I know that. There's still something else in the shotgun room, or is that just the, fake thing? You know, the broken shotgun that we deposited in its place. It might just be that. But, you know, you'd think you'd still mark that as 100% complete, right? I can't believe that suddenly I'm understanding the map today. Emblem of a helmet. I was not on form the other time that I played this, was I? I was absolutely not on form. Okay. We're not going outside, because that would be dangerous. Is this open? It is! Okay. I know that the other one has a gun in it for us. That's locked from the other side. If I go to the box on the other side, it's going to tell us that, you know, a zombie will come from the other side, and that is going to get in our way. Use the armor key. Okay. This is where the guy comes and gets infected, right? So, you know, we haven't explored as much and done as much as we had.
Richard! What happened?
But we can still go help him and then go to the box on the way.
This whole place.
That's a pretty serious bite, my friend.
Zone. There are
On his face and
monsters.
everything.
What did this to you?
A big snake.
A snake!
Poisonous.
It's a poisonous
Poisonous.
snake!
Richard, hold on.
Bring
Wow,
me
the lips.
serum.
The lips didn't really
I
move
saw
there,
some.
did they?
He didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
Also, one of her eyes looks dead. You're gonna make it. Like, it was blind eye, not normal eye. It had lost all pigmentation. Obviously not intentional. Right, okay, yes, the room that we're heading to. This is the room that we are heading to. Then we're going to multi-purpose. And if it lets me, I'm going to go in the other room that's down there at the same time. Okay. Now the question is, what ambushes await us on the way? Now, this is fine. We don't have to go into the corridor with the fast zombies. Don't. This one has a zombie, but we will see which side he wants to come from. Wow, these floors are super dusty. I didn't even notice the dust effects until now. Super dusty. Right, where are you come from? Okay, you're up there. Right, come round here a bit. Right, that should be enough to make it to the floor. I'm noticing everything today. Literally everything. Okay, and then, as long as he doesn't come out the door yet. Obviously he's bashing at it. Let's go down the stairs before this zombie comes out. I wonder if we're quick enough. Would he not spawn in? You know, like, can you prevent him actually spawning in if you are quick enough to get past that? You know, and then get in the door. Or just turn around and go straight back out the door, or would it just automatically spawn him in there? If we are going to be fighting a snake, first off, I'm gonna check out if there's a thing down here. Okay, take the serum, yes. We'll check out the door down here and see if it does open with this lock, and if it is the herbicide door. It is! Then go check it out. Use the armor key. Okay, perfect. I think it is the plant room. And then, I know there was green herbs, I don't know what else. It's not that room. This is this room! Which leads round to the herbicide room. Yes, I remember. Okay, before they all crash in the window, I should get the blue gem as well and put that in there. And then where does that come out? That comes out by the main corridor. Okay. I'm coming, my friend, with the serum. Like, you know, we're getting there. And that avoids us having to go past the zombie upstairs, which is a bonus. But there are other rooms in there, right? Okay. Let's put that away. Let's take blue herb, blue gemstone. Yeah, it's totally blue herb. Same difference, you know. There's a side room. I forget what that side room does. You know, it's probably dead anyway. It wouldn't have made any difference if I'd have gone straight there, right? Copium. Because you could only save, like, Chris and Barry, right? But who knows what they've made different in the remake? You know, maybe you can save everyone. Copium, maybe. Okay, this room, I remember now. It's bait. All it had was another thing on our zapper. And we used 2 zappers to go back and discover that. There was literally nothing else in here because they all come up. Oh, the bullet. Yes. But other than that, there is nothing else in here. Shelves full of high-proof liquor. Can we set it on fire with the lighter? Pyromaniac has entered the building. Can we set it on fire? There's a secret room. I wonder how you get in that. I don't think it's going to be from here. But what if it's in the plant room? There seems to be... Well, there's a gap in the wall, and if there's a gap in a wall, then, you know, there's a secret room, right? It's obviously not as obvious as the other one, where it's like quite literally showing us where the secret room is. But I feel like there might be a secret room there. Gimme. Yes, thank you. And then that will close off. Now the trouble is, we would have to come back in here if we want the Magnum, which we do want the Magnum, right? Because I remember that gives the Magnum in the original. Who's to say what it will in this one? Because on those other ones on the first floor, there's like a thin bit. In this one, there's kind of a couple of dots in the room, but not necessarily entry from that way. Necessarily. I can't see anything that like truly dictates where the entry to that. It might not even be a secret room. It might not be. But if it is, okay, if we got everything in this room, we have. If it is, it's like there, where there's zombies bashing on the window. And yeah, whatever we get out of this is absolutely going to set them off. Now, do I need to actually turn the water on the herbs? Like, grow them? Because there's a bunch of green herbs growing there. Pump the water. I'm going to pump it green with normal. Stop the pump. Okay, so that's giving it some normal water. Let's put that in. And then we'll pump that onto red. Red. That'll kill the plants. Okay. Now, do we get any extra green herbs out of that? That is the question. Okay. There's some green herbs. Now, the problem with that is... we also need this mask. There might be something in this corner. Might. Okay, we'll take the mask. And we'll leave the herbs as an if we really need them in an emergency. That's a lot of green herbs though. Like, look at them. Like 5 green herbs. I don't know if you can get all 5 of them, but if we can, that's pretty tasty. We'll leave that there. Just, you know, emergency herbs should we require them. Now let's get the hell out of Dodge. And get this guy his serum. Now, I don't know if it automatically puts us into the snake fight. Because I can't believe that guy was round here in the corner afterwards. I can't believe he started off out there. Because I also want to get the grenade launcher. Just in case we need it. It would be nice to have that grenade launcher. Would be nice. That's the dead zone on my controller walking. It would be nice to go get that. Okay, that's just the map button. Shotgun shells, regular bullets, a key. I don't know where else we use the key. Like, if we can use the key up fully, so she just goes, we don't need this anymore. That'd also be nice. Because then we have an inventory slot free. But I don't think we can guarantee that. I will unlock this. Use the armor key. Okay. Unlocked but not traveled through. Because we're not ready yet. Let's go give this guy a serum, and maybe we'll just be free to do things. Copium. I don't think a chest should be jiggling that much. Like, she's barely moving, then it's boingy, boingy, boing. It's just like everything today. That's a green herb. I think he might already be dead. That's multiple green herbs if we need them. Yep, he's... What's this up with his ear? He's a completely different guy from that angle. He looks like a completely different guy from that angle. Richard is already dead. What should it create for such a close friend? Okay, maybe we need the serum ourselves. If we get attacked. Okay, if I go up to that, I'm gonna head to the box. Like, I want the grenade launcher. I'm guessing we're gonna be fighting a snake. And, you know, it'd be handy to clear this corridor out, perhaps. I think there's, like, way too many zombies in. If we use up some bullets, we also get some inventory space, so... Hi. Jill? Why are you shooting his legs? Where did that guy come from? Wow. Where did that guy come from all of a sudden? Oh, it was Richard. It was actually Richard himself, I guess. Jill. Fuck me, Jill. Okay, we're getting very lucky with these weird, like, grabs. I think he's actually dead. Like, they're getting too close to attack, and then somehow we're getting, like, super lucky. Doesn't seem to be anything useful here. Okay, why is that in... So, why are you aiming at the floor, Jill? Stop aiming at the floor, Jill. What is going on? My dead zone don't aim down. Okay, I kept stabbing at his legs deliberately then, but my dead zone doesn't aim down. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, can we push this? No. Doesn't seem to be anything useful here. Nothing here but a bunch of useless knickknacks. I wonder if I could smash them. She's got... Oh no, that's like the safety dagger, isn't it? The parry dagger. I was going to say, she's got a knife on her legs. As well. We haven't found an upstairs map. What's in here? Like, we haven't used up all of the key either. Pardon me. I need to know what's in here. Oh. This feels like you're going to turn yourself into a Jill sandwich, Jill. When the swords hit your eye like a bigger pizza pie, that's amore. Sleeping nights. The sleeping nights, the shagging nights. Right, so when... Don't push it. When they impale each other... Sleeping nights, your destiny will be revealed. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's something in this depression. My life. But the great is the way that you can't reach it. Okay, so there are 4 knights. 4 knights. We need them to impale each other. Don't push it, Gil. I'm not ready to do it. So, right, we need the spearman to impale the swordsman. I don't know what the axeman does to this guy. Guildman. And... like, why can I push them? Woe betold anyone that touches them. I will not be waking them up just yet. Spin in circles, Jill. Go ahead. Have I fucked my controller even more that now down is a dead zone? That's just like a weird glitch. Like, is that a weird glitch? You know, the animations are actually pretty good. I think it might just be a glitch. Or has Steam messed with the controller again? Because, like, when Steam did mess with the controllers, like, down did become weird. We put some bullets away in the chest, right? Because that's like, we don't need all these extra bullets. This looks safe enough. There's items in that room. That has no handle from this side. I wonder what items there are, right? We've killed all of these, right? They're not gonna suddenly become alive. That lightning's actually nice and effective there. But why is there only one body? I left you some bullets in the room on the right. Feel free to use them if you manage to get yourself in trouble. Barry. Thank you, Barry. That wasn't there before, right? Barry's being a nice guy. Did he leave us some extra bullets? Barry, my friends. Oh my god! A first aid spray and some grenades? It's not bullets, that's a grenades. Barry! Oh, spoiling me. Do I need the serum? You spoil me, Barry. You actually spoil me. First aid spray and some grenades? Oh, boxes and stepladders lie neglected. No, I'm talking about the big thing of grenades. Incendiary shells. Let's go. Thank you, Barry. I wonder how many people don't notice that. Like, you know, they probably never come back here, right? Barry. Never knew you had it in you. Okay, so if we are going to go and get the thing, the grenade launcher, old typewriter, you can save your progress using Gribbon, yes. If we go and get the grenade launcher, we don't want the shotgun, right? We don't want to hold on to that. I think that would be a terrible idea. Okay. I'm leaving that one because it just makes it easier for things. For when we grab things. I will take the extra thing. Right, so we're not going to go back out that. Because I don't know how many more uses it has on it. I might sneakily go and see what those doors up there do. Before we go fight the snake. I don't know what we get from the snake. Like, clearly, wherever we need to go after the snake is going to be progress locked, right? I wonder if there's anything else that Barry's left us lying around. Hi. You know how I was sus of that body? I've left more bodies than that on the stairs. Was that literally the guy that I had killed, though? Well, I guess we won't be going and busting that out just yet. Which makes me sus of all the other bodies that I've left behind now. Are they suddenly going to evolve into werewolf zombies? Is that what's going to happen? He also had, like, huge claws. Did you see that? I'm guessing that's because of the tyrant. So I guess they've gone harder into... It's the tyrant virus. Right? I'm guessing they've gone full on into... Didn't bring any extra heals. This is fine, we don't need extra heals. They've fully embraced that it's the tyrant virus. And it turns them into tyrants. Except they're not quite there yet, you know, and then they start to evolve into tyrants. Her eyes are definitely weird. Like, one is a completely different shine to the other. One's dead. Is that why she's got, like, super immunity to the T-virus? Because... Damn camera. That camera sucks. Get off me. That camera actually sucks. Like, I wasn't sure where he was. I heard him running. I didn't think he'd be right there. But he took so long to come that I was impatient. That I, ran into him and got eaten when we really shouldn't have. We're in red caution as well. Was that worth the herbs? Never. Probably not. Because I used up 2 bullets as well. But fine. Barry gave us 6 extra. Oh, I've just realised I've equipped the incendiary drain rather than the normals now. That's fine. Like, we'll use incendiary on the snake. And that'll work fine, right? It's probably better to have flame rams on the snake. I don't know what is strong and weak to what. But it seems like a smart thing to do. Can't believe you took 2 bullets. Maybe I should have done 1 and, like, pistols or something. Do you think they eventually mutate into the hunters? Is that what's going on? They're slowly turning into hunters. Okay. Now, I'm only taking 1 because I'm going to presume there's something else that we need in here. And we want the infantry space for it. Maybe they're slowly turning into hunters. Okay. I was expecting... Snake? Locked. Emblem of a shield. Well... Oh, he's just dead. Okay, we couldn't come this way all along anyway. Unless there's something in here. You know, maybe there's something in here. If not, then I have to go past that other fast zombie. Maybe we find the shield key in here. It's very dark. Like... Oh, that's bullets. I was going to say, from this angle, it looks like there's smoke coming off of this cup thing. And I was like, that's weird. No, it's just like there's a bullet there. That's stuff. Okay, that moves. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, my friend. These guys really aren't staggering today, are they? They're eating all of the bullets as well. Okay. One more stab is all he took. They're eating all of my bullets. I believe there's nothing to read on the table with all this paperwork. What are you hiding in here? It's too dark to see much of anything. Well, that sucks. I guess I need the lighter. Is there even anything to light in here? Like, there's a candle out here. Maybe I'd take that candle in there or something. It's too dark to see much of anything in the whole room. Okay. Understand. Like, lighter. Right. Well, we can see on the map that there is a secret hole back there. Which means maybe in the plant room there's like a bookshelf or something to move that does the same thing, right? That's locked with a shield. There's 2 more doors over there. That one, I don't know if that's locked with a key on the left there. I think that might be locked with this key. I don't know what's locked with what downstairs either. There's an item box, if I can just get it. That's past zombie. And then there's all those doors over there. And maybe I should have gone... No, because that's... Like, we really can't afford to go through that way. Because, like, limited use doorknobs. We want to make sure that we use that at the right time. It probably only has the one use, and we've probably all used it. We were specifically going back that way for some reason. Was it just to get to the box when I died? No, it was for the serum, wasn't it? Apparently there's still lots of items over there. Like, even in the inconsequential rooms. There's lots of items. And I can't believe that we would have missed them all. But sure. Okay, so. We need a new key. Right. Apparently there's still an item out in the outside where we just got the grenade launcher. We picked up the 2 herbs. What did we miss? What did we miss? That's locked from the other side. So it's either that room over there above the stairs on the left, or it's one of these 2 on the right. And I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which I want to head to. I might need to deal with this fast zombie. Barry did give us some bullets, so that's nice of him. I don't have the infantry. Okay, if we're coming back through here at some point anyway. Then we can consider that, right? We didn't need the serum. Did not need the serum. He's already dead. Well, at least not yet. The key is probably in this puzzle room, isn't it? With the sleeping things. I mean, we saved in the Barry room, right? If I die, what's the worst that could happen? Why did he back off? Why did that one back off? Okay, are we poisoned? No, we're fine. Okay. The way their armor's jiggling. There's something in this direction, but the gate is in the way and you can't read it. Well. You didn't cause anything else to back off. Is it just that I have to push them in a specific order? You come back out. You come back out. Okay. But if I push this one in, that pushes that one in. And then if I push this one in, maybe I was right all along. That pushes both of them back out. Okay. But if I push this one in, this pushes out the axe. So if I push the axe in then... Okay, that also resets those. Okay. That frees him. What happens if I push this guy up here in? He frees the axe man. Okay, if I push in the axe, then I push in the shields, and unless he releases the last guy, that would appear to solve it. Don't question it. Worked. Steerer's box. Oh. Shame I can't just discard items. Don't loot discard. Like, it might be worth throwing away 3 bullets, so I'm not going to waste a heal for that. That should stay saved, right? Okay, let's go kill this fast guy. Kill? Fuck me, Jill, you'd missed it entirely. Seeing red. Okay, well, we killed him. You're so useless, Jill. Right, let's go check out these other doors. Use the armor key. Okay. I wonder if that's like all of its uses. Let's go check this last door up here as well. And hope that it doesn't make more things climb in the window. I can't believe that one bullet missed him. Like, did it miss? Did it count? It's locked. Helmet. Okay. See, we were gonna need to come through here at some point again with the helmet key. And hopefully it wouldn't have, you know, hunters at that point. You cannot loot it even if you want to, Jill. You can't loot it even if you want to, so don't even think about trying. Is it a waste to be using grenade rounds on those? Probably. Could probably just use the shotgun. Okay. So it doesn't look like we're using that anytime soon. I don't know if there's... Right. I'm just going to put that in there. I don't think we need it. Let's put that there. That gives me room to loot. It gives me room to loot. We must get the armor key. Or shield key. Whichever one it was blocking the potential snake room, right? Either in that mysterious box or another room. Or there. Or in the other room on the other side that's probably the armor key room. Multiple doors. Okay, I'll take the red herb. Lockpicked it? Okay. Sure. Let's go. I guess Chris doesn't get here anytime soon. Fish. Bubbles. Butterflies. Items. Lure of a bee. Okay. Collection of insect specimens. It says dragonfly, not lure of a bee. Fly is also a butterfly. Dragonfly, different kind of dragonfly. Just dragon. Dragon. Also, ladybugs are dragons. And, like, the scarab's also a dragonfly. A switch underneath. Not right now. What tank smells like something once lived here? Perhaps someone was using it to raise some kind of creature. Fish hook. Various types of fish hooks. Okay. A letter is slipped inside. The top part of the letter is torn off. The rest of the letter. Alma, I have tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts only delayed the inevitable. I'm infected. There is no cure. And what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them, my love for you. In an hour, I'll have entered my eternal sleep where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I'm sorry. Martin Crackhorn. Unlocked case. It's full of various biological reports. The container's full of dead bugs, and then that's like a brain. Okay. Assorted fishing lure. Another bee. What does that button do? Oh no, you don't think it unleashes the flying insects? Well, we had room to loot. Time to go shove all this in a thing. Time to go shove all this in the box. Because we need even more inventory. I need more inventory space. That's what I need most. Inventory space. Can't believe we filled it. I mean, the red herb was something. I don't remember this puzzle. Then again, you know, they do seem to have changed a lot of the puzzles. I can't believe all that was in that statue at the beginning that was glowing was just a map. I kind of feel like maybe we need that in that specific room. 3 bullets. Do I need the fish hook in there as well? All boxes of stabilizers, but there's a picture of a gun on that toolbox. Did Barry leave some ammo in the toolbox as well? Maybe he'll give us even more ammo. I wonder if he's left anything anywhere else. You know, I'm wondering if there might be, like, you know, do we have to substitute the bees in different places? Because, like, it's clearly labeled dragon. And this is not a dragon. Or even a dragonfly. You take the bee specimen. Salted fishing lures. Collection of insect specimens. The switch underneath. No. Yes. Can I use that? Okay. See, that looks more real. Nothing happens. Okay. Well, everything is wrong on those. They're shaped like a bee. There's no hook on it. Oops. Stop examining it and go to combine. Giant bee specimen for mounting it. Well preserved. Okay. Is it... We just put the one back with the hook on it? Okay, nothing happens. Because I don't think that's correct. Right. Take the lure of a bee with a hook on it. Right. These ones have hooks. Okay. I didn't mean to, like, they all have hooks on. Oh, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong, right? Use that there. And then we put the ordinary one on here. Then maybe the button works. Aha. Unleash the insect. Oh no. Hi, bee. Goddamn horrible insect. Take the wind crests. The worst things in the Resident Evil game for the bees. I told you. Caution. That thing took me to caution. Hopefully we haven't unleashed them all in the mansion now. Hopefully that's the only goddamn insect. Is that a first aid kit? Ooh. Nothing in the drawers or the shelves. Footprints look like they're headed straight through the beds. Well, I can't push it that way. And I can't push it that way. Ink ribbons. Looks like someone took something and then left in a hurry. We took the ink ribbons and then... Well, there's nothing there. We can't push the beds. It tells us there's still an item in here. I can't push the beds in any direction. No matter what I do. Something behind the beds. Secret hidden things behind the beds. Okay, that's everything. Although, there's like a very, very slim, thicker wall there that's got a red spot that looks like maybe there's a secret behind the wall. I can't push the bed from this direction either. You know, that kind of looks like there might be something there. If there is, alas, it is not for us. I hope we haven't unleashed bees. Jesus. Wow. Okay, let's go drop off all of this stuff. Wind crests. Where are we using this crest? Oh, is that for the one gate downstairs? Like, is it a different crest to... I was thinking. Because we've got the shield crest sort of thing. Or do they combine? They might combine into one and use on that door right on the other side. Then there's the box. And the box probably has a key in it. I would imagine. Box probably has a key in it. I should probably examine this first aid box, right? Nothing unusual. There we go. First aid spray was inside, and it's in a green bottle this time rather than the white one. Lifesaver. What are the ingredients? Green herbs. Okay. Caution. I'm gonna keep hold of that. Right. Let's go get this bot. Then maybe go fight a snake. Who knows? If it isn't a key in this box, then well, I don't know where we're going. Did we dump the key in our box? I think we might have dumped our key in our box. Right, so... what is in here? There's apparently an item in here. Old-fashioned gramophone Jupiter. Drops a Jupiter in yeah. Botany. Use of medicinal herbs. Well known that there exist many plants credited with medicinal healing powers. Since ancient times, mankind has been healing wounds and disease of various plants. In this book, we will sample 3 herbs native to the Arctic Mountains. Briefly outline their medicinal use. Each herb has distinct herb and qualities. The green herb recovers physical strength. The blue herb naturally less toxins. The red herb has no real effect by itself, but mixing green and red herbs magnified effects. We'll outline the effects of red herbs when mixed with other herbs when we have more data. Meanwhile, feel free to experiment on your own. For true knowledge is only acquired through experience. Well, like, combining all 3 gives, at least in other games, like a temporary healing effect. Okay, that's clear now. So it was some lore that we missed. That was all as we had missed. You know, now that I understand the use of the map, I'm greedy for everything. There's something in here. Wooden mounts. Okay. Are we meant to put the crest on that, perhaps? The mind boggles. I don't know what we would do with the wooden mounts. Okay, don't make me do this. Thank you. Dearest box. Take the jewelry box. And hopefully not get trapped in here. The moon and the sun hearts. Side of the sun and the moon. On the plate it says, sunshine will awaken me. Switch, will you press the switch? Okay. Sunshine will awaken me. I don't think I want to press the... Here's if you failed. Yeah, I don't want to press the moon things, do I? Okay, sunshine. Hello, it's a death mask. Okay. Death mask without eyes, nose, or mouth. Sunshine on a rainy day makes my nose, mouth, and face drip, drip, drip away. That wasn't a key. But how many death masks do we now have? Okay, there's still stuff in there. We can get around to that. That's got zombies in. That might have crows in, and that has zombies in. Upstairs is our best bet. We're already upstairs. That needs a thing. We haven't checked the down doors, but that's like through the door that we can't probably get through, so I don't want to really try. I think we might be death masking it. I'll leave that green there. God damn it. It's another tickle man. All of the zombies that we've killed are coming back to life. I don't like it. If we don't have enough masks, then I can't do the mask thing outside. I have to go to our box and see. And if we do, I wonder, because I didn't actually kill the zombies out there, two things could happen. One, they will just stay slow. Two, they will just not even be standing up. They're just already fast zombies. Okay, that's got a load of zombies in. That's... Why did I come this way? We were going upstairs. Someone is banging on a door in there. Probably a fast zombie. Okay, so I think we just screwed ourselves in that room now by going in there. Because now, like, you know, we've triggered an event that says, hey, more zombies are coming in here before you get surprised by them chancing at the door. Now they're just going to already be in there. Or we've stopped them and prevented it by turning around immediately. One of the two. But I wonder, like, are the graveyard zombies going to be slow? Or are they going to be fast? Like, were they meant to become fast if I killed them? Or, you know, do they never become fast? Just got to wait for this guy, wherever he is. He's coming round slowly. At least this guy's still slow. I think it might be better that we didn't kill anything. Because they stay slow. Oh. There are two zombies in here. Not fast ones, just regular ones. But where are they? Going to be right round this corner, aren't you? Yeah, okay. For a moment I was just about to give up on shooting him. And, like, back off a bit. Okay. Well, he's at least fully dead. He didn't take up all of our bullets, though. This guy right by the door down here is going to become a fast zombie. He's literally about to get up and become a fast zombie. Isn't he? Because we chose to come back to the safe box, away from the fast zombies. This is the moment where he's going to stand up and be fast, isn't it? Get through the door as quick as possible before waking him up. He's going to become a fast zombie at some point. I know it. I can smell it. Okay, so... if we're not going into a boss fight... Right, 1... 1, 2... We only have 2 face masks! So it can't be that. Mask without eyes, nose, or a mouth. Okay, well, if we're not going into a snake boss battle, I'm not going to carry those around. There's a lighter room upstairs you can get into. Then... Right, okay. Let's consider things. There's still something in this room, apparently. So... There's that lighter room over there. By the snaky thing. It's now a fast zombie. No. We will save that until necessary. Right, okay. I think we might be going all the way round the back of there. I don't know if we've necessarily got the things for that either. Right, that's just herbs in the end of there. What are the two things in these two rooms over here? Right, let's check this room. Apparently there's still something in here. Many types of serums. I'll use beds. Like, is there just ink ribbons? Okay, special instructions for the disposal of dead bodies. With new information regarding those beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they're able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them actually becoming active again. Incineration or destruction of the heads. Further methods will let you know immediately. Why couldn't we smash the heads in? Like, you know, and stop them coming back to life as harder things. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light, which you'll find by yourself. Am I supposed to be dousing them all with oil and then lighting them? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Because we can't smash the heads, you know, as much as we stab them with the knife and try. Not necessarily to use now. You sure? Because I kind of want to douse him with oil and ignite him so that he doesn't come back to life as a fast zombie. Because that was literally told us the way to do it. So I would like to douse him with oil and stop him coming back to life, Jill. I'd really love to do that. Prevent him coming back to life and attacking us. Right, what have we missed in here? Ink ribbons. How did we miss those? How did we miss those? Fuel canteen's already full, yes. I would like to very much set their bodies on fire and make sure they don't come back to life. I would love to do that, Jill. I would love to be doing that right now. So, where do we go? There is the bit at the top. There's the crest at the thing. Right, so armor key. Give me the shotgun. Right, so that's the armor key for certain. Right, okay. Graven of armor. There might be a room at the top of here that has an armor key requirement. So we're going to try that. If not, then it will definitely be on the other side bottom floor of the mansion. And if there is no key in here to help us make progress, then we have to consider things. Locked. Emblem for helmet. Okay, so helmet locked from the other side. Locked with something that isn't this. Shield and shield, I think. So there's one door there. But I don't know if that's armor. So either it's outside or it's those two at the back. So I might have to go run to those two at the back. But we've got a lighter now. That helps us consider things. Have I got the lighter on me? Yes, and a key, and room for some stuff. Not a lot of room for loose. Ironically, you know, we could get rid of the knife, and that would give us a bit more room for... But I use it to save bullets. I do use it effectively. Wonder if I can light the lamps here. No, it's not necessary to use it right now. I wonder if I could put kerosene into them. But, you know, it was suggesting... Hello, Deja Moo! I'm a much wiser man than before. Hello, what makes you much wiser now than before? Hello, hello, how is your day going? I am not necessarily any wiser today. Apparently there's still items out there as well. I don't know how I would have missed items out there. I might have to have a peek out there and see. Even if there might be fast zombies. Hopefully there won't be more fast zombies out there. Discover the truth in your inner self. Congratulations. That's a very challenging thing to do. For certain. Not many people find their inner selves. Or the truth of their inner selves. Table made of glass. I think that's something most people spend their lives trying to figure out. So I definitely congratulate you if you've found the truth of your inner self. I don't think that's something I've succeeded in. Necessarily. Plant that's been damaged by exposure to the elements. Oh, is that a... Don't tell me that's all that... That's all that we missed. A parrying dagger. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. And is that truth of your inner self something you wish to share? Because, you know, I'm me. I am simply me. I don't know. Like, I guess I understand my own nature, but, you know, do I truly? That's locked from the other side. Okay, I think we're going to have to go around the bottom. That's what she said. Ah, yes, a real classic Resident Evil. Hello, Zach Meme Clouds. What a name. Well, I mean, it's the remake. It's not truly the classic, but, you know, we're still going to play through it, and, you know, things are slightly different. I need to find some masks before we can go back out there. I don't really want to head out into the zombies. But we're going to try some things. Now, I did notice on the map that there are secret rooms in here. But I'm kind of curious how I get into these. I'm not going to push that out the way. I'm going to leave that right in the way. You can just jump back out of it, yes? Yes. Just had to make sure before maybe causing some problems. You'll have to find out. Your true inner self is within yourself. Exactly. You got to find out your true nature within yourself. Okay. If I can't light that on fire, and I can't do that, I wonder, how do I get in that secret room then? I've tried knifing it. I've tried burning it. What else could possibly... She's glitching inside of that secret room right there. She's literally inside of it. She's literally inside of that secret room. Okay, let's keys her into it. How does that open that? Okay. I'm not going to aggro the zombie by grabbing the parrying dagger, because I don't want to do that until we find the thing. Closet key after beating the game, I'm pretty sure. Really? It's just an after the game thing? That's dirty. That's actually dirty that it's an after the game secret. Like, that, you know, why show that if that's an after the game secret? Okay. So, there's some dogs in here we're going to have to run past, and hopefully this is the way that I need to go. Hopefully this is the way that I need to go. I do not know. We are very lost. We are very lost, but I don't want spoilers. Oh, right, let's dodge these dogs. That just sat there staring at me. Okay, that's actually a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. I really thought those doggos were going to cause us some real problems. Jump scare Jill. Okay, someone's bashing on the window, so they're about to come. Is there a secret room back there? I don't think so. Yep, hold it. I don't think whatever's in that room is worth coming back through here with a million zombies. Hopefully we never need to go through that again, because I just heard like 6 of them come through the windows. Locked. Someone just opened the door! Spencer family emblem. Which door? Oh, hi. Use the armor key. They didn't even bash at the door. They literally just opened the door. You shall conceive and utilize your brain. Thank you. I hear crows. Okay, time to utilize the brain. Picture of a Valiant wearing a bracelet. Okay. It's set in yellow stained glass. There's a switch here. Not yet. A picture of a sage wearing a necklace. Set in red stained glass. Picture of a switch here. A Valiant a sage. Picture of a saint wearing a crown. It's set in yellow stained glass. There's a switch here. So that crow. It's like literally just in the entire camera. Not opening its beak either, it's just making noises. Hopefully he doesn't come and attack us. Okay, picture of a saint wearing a crown. 2 saints wearing crowns in yellow stained glass? Why are there 2 of them? Okay, that's also the sage again, with the red necklace. And then that's also the Valiant again. Okay. Lisa, protected by 3 spirits. Picture of a woman wearing a bracelet, a necklace, and a crown. Oh, do I have to make them the right colours? Because the bracelet's red, the necklace is purple, and the crown is green. No. Okay, so the bracelet has to be red. I don't want it green. Oh, okay. Maybe it turns red from this side. That's yellow stained glass. Okay, that's red. Well, orange. Same different. What colour do you turn from this side? Picture of a sage wearing a necklace, then red stained glass, press the switch. Turns a deep red. I want it to turn purple. Not crimson. Reverted to its original colour. Picture of a saint wearing a crown, set on yellow stained glass. Let's see what happens. Turns orange. We need that to be green. Turn that off. Ah, yes, the growling grief of the witch's bird. Well, I guess finding your inner self has turned you into quite a poet. Okay, this should turn it green. If we add red and green, it should turn purple, perhaps. Okay, turn purple. I think that's correct, right? So, least protected by 3 spirits. Purple, green, orange. Okay. As expecting an item, not a whole area. That's the other side of there. That's also one of the crowns the Death Master were missing. I don't know how many were missing. Okay, unlocked with the lockpick. Ironically enough. So that's got a crest emblem, we don't need it. I think going through here might be our best path. As much as it sucks. That's actually helpful shortcuts as well. As much as there are zombies, I think it's better than going through, like, the 80 zombies that spawned behind us. Damn you. I waited too long. Like, the camera angle wasn't good. He just dead? Hang on. If he's on the floor, I'm taking advantage. I'm taking advantage of that situation right now. In before he becomes a fast zombie. In before he becomes a really annoying fast zombie. There's no good box to access. Right. I am dumping one of these masks in here though, whilst we got the opportunity. Now that we've killed that guy. We'll conceive and use our brain. Okay, let's go. That's a long set of stairs. There are 4 masks. There are 4 masks. No, there are 5 lights. True, there are only 4. Mask without a mouth. Okay. You don't have a mouth. Don't touch you with holes. No, you just black everything. No nose. You have no mouth. Okay, so I will give you the mouth. That means we're missing 1 mask still. That's concerning. We've only put 1 thing in and it's already moving. That's very concerning. Okay, that gives us some inventory space at least. And now... that needs a crest. Which we might have. Those doors we can't use. 3rd floor? When... no, that's the key room that we got the key out of. Just say, when did we go to the 3rd floor? Apparently that's up some stairs into the 3rd floor. Right, so we can't go in that door, we can't go in that door, we can't go in that door. Can't go in that door. Can't go in that door, maybe. Okay, so, to the item box. It's the only thing that we can do. There's some that maybe we can go in, but we haven't tried. I didn't mean to aggro him. Shit. Okay, he's probably going to be out of that safe corner now. Now, the real question is, by killing that 1 zombie, did we accidentally turn him into a fast one? Because I don't want that. Don't do circles, Jill. It doesn't help anyone. It does not help anyone. That leads to that box room. This door might have a key. There's also a way downstairs there that might be something that we can go in. So I might want to go and investigate those. Might. No guarantees, but maybe. Okay, just don't be any fast zombies. Right, gun is full. If we've got fast zombies, we've at least got a shotgun. So we can deal with them if we have to. Now, what was the guy bashing on the door? Did he come in? Hi. This is a terrible place to stand. Right next to a door that's shaking. Guilt. I was pressing, believe it or not, the fast turn. She didn't want a fast turn. Is it dead deads? It's dead deads. Right, well that wasted our thing. Use the armor key. Okay, no further uses for the key. Discard it, yes. Okay, we found something to do. See you another time. No worries. Thank you for popping by, Deja Moon. Congratulations again on discovering your true inner self. Again, not an easy feat. But yeah, I'll catch you again soon. And have a good night. Obviously, I know it's pretty late there. So, you know, have a good night. I appreciate you. Okay, what? Maybe the key is in here. Maybe the key is... Also, we've got the lighter to go and investigate the upstairs. Let's not forget that. Do I have it on me? I do. I'm not entirely dumb. Expensive looking grand piano. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in this room. Have I reloaded my gun? Let's make sure that we've got all the ammo that we can. Pardon me. And if there's not a key in here, it must surely be up there. Okay, this is an interesting layout. I wonder if we can merge the rooms. It almost feels like we can merge the two rooms. Oh, but there's an item behind here. Okay, I thought we were going to like a secret route there. Take the musical score. Okay, so obviously we've got to play that on the piano. Piano, piano. That's a lot of... Is that literally Jack Daniels? Lots of fancy alcohol there. Red and blue, and then just one bottle of Jack Daniels. We looted? No. But we can't go any further that way. Wooden counter made of oak gives off pleasant aroma like fine wine. Well, I guess they spilt a lot of wine on it. I guess they have spilt a lot of wine on that. Because it is literally a bar. Very fine wine has been spilled here multiple times. Expensive looking grand piano. Well, I mean, we've just got a musical thing. A Moonlight Sonata. Okay. Section of the music is missing, leaving only the beginning and the end of the music. Why is the middle missing? Not necessarily to use it now. Am I meant to combine something to give the rest of the tune? Obviously, we're missing something, and it's the middle of the song. Well, maybe we don't use it here. Something written on the corner of the picture. Commemorating the completion of the mansion. Okay, but there's definitely something else in this room. And like a very suspicious spot in the wall right there. Very suspicious little hole. Nothing in there. Go through the door. Very suspicious hiding spot right there. You guys still bashing at this door, huh? Okay, so use the key to its fullest. I wonder if there's like a downstairs. Obviously there is, but we needed a different key. What key? While we're here, it's not going to bash through the door anytime soon. See? Elevator here. It doesn't look like you can access it from this floor. Let's try and be quick before he comes through the door. Locked. Emblem of a sword. Ah! Really? We had the sword key ages ago. I mean, it was obvious that this door's probably gonna... Obvious that we hadn't used the key up. But I didn't realise it was going to be there. Might be the mask. Right, okay. Best box practice is the top one, and then down the stairs. Because that's, like, we've cleared out most of that. And that one's got a zombie bashing at the door, so I don't think we want to go in there. There's a fast zombie in the way to the room with the lighter. No, we're not going to that. What does this thing down here need again? Okay. Maybe one of the plaques that we got. Octagonal indentations on the right and left of the door. We've got one of those. Or something that looks like it fits in one of those. I have a feeling. I was wrong. Okay, you can't smash the vase. That vase is just so ominous that it's like, maybe you can smash it for some ammo or something. Apparently not. Okay. So, to the box! And then, I might just grab the masks on the way as well and dump them in the graveyard whilst we got them. Just so that we don't have to carry them there next time. Right, which way are you coming from? From the top, probably. Just gotta wait for the safety because of the camera. There he is. Right, okay. A nice safety play by Jill there. Right, so we can get the 2 masks that we have and the key with the sword on it. So hopefully we're not going to get that. Nope, you're still alive. Fuck. Wasted a bullet, but that's fine. You had to even think it, didn't you? Okay, this guy's suddenly... Well, he was walking on sunshine up there. It wasn't the zombie that I thought would wake up. I thought it'd be this one down here, but, you know, still... Hopefully, we won't get a fast zombie! Wakes up immediately. Right, I have no idea what we're doing with this. I could put that in the door as well. Then I don't have room for everything. We can't take everything. It's not, you know, divine life choices. What does the priest say to the other? You know, I want one with everything. Well, you can't have one with everything. That's like what is half of the joke. I think you butchered the entire joke. But you know, maybe you can have one with everything. No, you can't. Why not? Yeah, I think we aggroed him because we shotgunned. Is he going to be in a different place now? Is this guy going to be a fast zombie? He's going to come alive eventually. At least that body vanished. Like, I have a feeling we should be burning them like it tells us to, but we don't. Right, we're still on the bottom floor. That needs a shield key. Going outside and then we're going downstairs. That is what we're doing. We're going outside, dumping these masks off whilst it's still kind of safe. Because who knows what additional threats will become. You're not eating me whilst I'm having hydration, sir. I forgot that he was out there for a moment. I was like, it's safe to drink. Oh shit. We've opened that route. We could kind of go back through there as well. Like, I actually forgot we've opened like a kind of fast travel-y bit. Like, there are a lot of zombies out there, admittedly. You know, it's not ideal. Okay, yeah, we're doing this, then we're going to go to the swords and see what's in the basement. Because it might just be that there's one more mask. Which ironically, you know, maybe I should do that first. But since when do we necessarily do things smart? Make sure we don't aggro him on the way in. Because that'd be terrible. Because then he'd be in our way and we'd actually have to kill him. What is that noise? The coggers. Okay, so one without eyes, nose, and a mouth. Okay. Is this gonna unleash hunters? Or where the eyes should be. That's eyes. Just double checking. Because he comes close to every single one. We haven't quite got everything. One more and he will be unleashed into the world. And I kind of feel like that might be hunter time. I have a feeling if I open that, it's hunter time. We are not prepared. We are absolutely not prepared. Probably just Nosferatu. Probably just, you know, harmless old zombie. Vampire, whatever. Nosferatu's actually a vampire. Yeah, but there's like werewolf zombies as well, so... Right, we are going downstairs to the sword door. Using this up and finding whatever's in there, which is probably the last mask. It is probably the last mask. And then I'm sure in that coffin we probably find the key that we need to get into the snake room. And then we're not really weaponized to fight it. Okay, he is still shaking at the door. And there's a lift. Like, I wasn't expecting to go into the basement this early. Which is why I didn't come back here for the sword door. No further use of the key, yes. Because I'm sure we go into the thing after, like, the snake makes a hole, right? They just like rotting foods. Bunch of spices you've never seen before for cooking human flesh. That's a door. Piece of meat from an unidentified source, but isn't that a dagger? Isn't that a dagger that you can grab? There you go. Take the dagger, yes. That's just the lifts. Meat from an unidentified source. Like, if I go over there, is something gonna suddenly trigger? Like, should I be going outside first and then going to that? Seems safe enough. And he looks dead. Power doesn't seem to be turned on. He seems dead enough. But looks can be deceptive. He's clearly going to come alive when we go over there. Locked from the other side. Okay. So we can't actually do this entire time. Well, at least we unlocked it. Because should we, you know, fall down a hole or something and we didn't have a key to get out, we don't have the power to turn on the elevator either. So that leaves us with the light room. The room... Aye? On the stairs that we're coming back out of? Just an ordinary zombie? Just an ordinary zombie. Why is this so scary for you, Jill? Like, it's just a guy. The heck? He didn't run down the way that I wanted it to. She started running closer to him, and I was like, what the heck are you doing, Jill? Just running into his arms. Hello, Mars, Elias. How are you? I'm good. How are you? So I haven't been able to drop by the Nights in the Woods streams because you've been streaming them when I'm in bed. You know, just like it's hours that I can't make, I'm afraid. But otherwise I would have totally been there to watch and, you know, enjoy the voice acting. But yeah, you know, it's like too late for me. You are super supportive and you require no sorries, thank you. But yeah, how are you? How is your day going? But yeah, I would be there supporting in person as well, but you know, it's just like literally impossible for hours, you know, time zones suck and everything. But I appreciate you popping by and being supportive as well. Always very appreciated. Getting ready for more Night of the Woods. Nice. I noticed, like, I saw in Discord that it said you were playing it, like, off stream as well. And I was like, don't know, you know, how you're progressing or, you know, what you might be doing. But I was surprised that you weren't, like, streaming it when you were doing that. There will be YouTube. Aha. Just lazy and leave the game. Ah, I see. You're not the only one that does that, to be fair. A lot of people kind of do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, I'll definitely check out the YouTube, right? So we need to maybe head to that room, which means we're going past a fast zombie, so I'm going to get a shotgun out. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing some Jackbox as well. If you wanted to join, you are more than welcome to. You know, if you are interested, it'll be at 6 p.m. EST, which I don't know what that time is for you, but it is currently 9:47. Should you wish to come and join and play, you are very welcome and invited. Okay, be careful, fast zombie. He's not as close to the door as I thought he'd be. There he is. Hiding on the floor. He actually almost got me. I think that one's dead. Are you dead or not? Fast zombie, actual menace to society. 2 of them. I didn't know there were 2 of them. Might be at a job. No worries. Congratulations on the job. 6 p.m. BST, so British Standard Time, or British Summer Time. Because we're stupid and we have 2 time zones. Like, it's GMT during winter, but in summer it's BST, because we just have to be super awkward like that. We just like to be ridiculously awkward in this country, and, like, why can't we just have 1 time zone? Why do we need multiple time zones? Yeah, we might be going a while, so, you know, there might still be some time after you get back from the job as well. What will you be doing? And congratulations on the job. So it wasn't actually him that came and followed us out the room either. Considering it's a completely different zombie and his body is still there. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is a zombie game. Why are there werewolves? And he's not letting me get... You are dirty. That was absolutely dirty. It wouldn't even let me move. It stun locked me. And I don't think I saved in a while because I wasn't expecting to suddenly be murdered. Just a gig. Dressed up and making mocktails. Nice. That sounds actually pretty fun. Obviously, I didn't consider, you know, Halloween gigs and everything. I need to start doing, like, events and stuff again. Like, the UK's been pretty trash. How long ago is this? This is ages ago, isn't it? I think I'm absolutely miles back now. Yeah, we've got the serum and everything. Oh, dear. Although, if we're so far back... I might be able to get in that room and turn the lights on before the zombies turn into werewolves. It ends up running the register, but because I'm so efficient and explaining things repetitively, processing payments, being endearing, and yelling out the drinks I need for them. That's true. I mean, you know, at a lot of the gigs, because I used to work at festivals and things as well, so, you know, I know what it's like literally, well, I'm assuming it's like literally the same sort of thing. Don't know if I need that key over there. Right. Because we're so far back, I need to plan. Right, we can't get into the snake room. I'm planning smarter. I need room for loot. I do need room for loot. Do I need this key over there? I do. I do need the key. I don't need the key. I have used the key in that area. These games are so scary. They're fun to watch being played, but I could never play them myself. That's the irony. You know, the early ones, especially this one, like the camera angles and a lot of the stuff they do make extra scary and spooky. So they do, like, you know, really go into things. And they did that a nice touch with the remake as well. That guy's going to turn into a fast guy. If I walk past him. I remember! Actually, that's a problem. I don't get to avoid them turning into fast guys at all. Because he's a fast guy waiting to wake up right now. I can't go through this door either because we messed with the thing. Okay. I need a shotgun. If I don't, I'm dead. But, you know, I don't mind the scariness. Like, you know, I'm okay with it. Like, I grew up playing these games, so this is my childhood, effectively. Do I want the shotgun shells? I think I do. As much as it's going to fill my inventory, I think I need them. I might be able to outrun this one, though. I might. Like, they do a really good job at making them scary. Like, we don't need anything else in there. What was that door? No, that door does need this key. Okay. And I really need a lot of inventory space for that room as well. Which means these shotgun shells fit in there. Because I need the key. Have to plan to make sure that I don't run back through these things. Right, okay, I didn't need to kill this guy, I don't think. He didn't wake up yet. Interestingly, he did not wake up yet. Maybe he wakes up after I go back down because my inventory space was full. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I was like, I've got full inventory, went back, and then he woke up. and became a werewolf. Which, I can't believe that one just screwed me in the door. Okay, at least I know what I'm doing in here. Take the lure of the bee! You don't push this yet. Oh, woo! Exactly. Okay, then there's like a little hook over here. There's types of fish hooks. Right, let's combine the bee with the hook. And there's a little thing over here just so we complete the room. Then we have to take a different bee. I can't believe I filled my inventory and I couldn't do this the first time round. But this one on here, the other one on here, and ironically it says it's a dragonfly, and it says the butterflies are just flies, and it says that a scarab beetle is also a dragonfly, but I'm sure it makes sense. Oh shit, I forgot, this turns into a bee. The bee comes to life. Scary bee! Actually, scary bee. Like, the worst enemy in the game is the bee. The worst enemy in the game is a bee. Of course, I have a bee emote to go with it. It's literally the worst enemy in the game. Okay, but at least we actually didn't get injured that time. There's herbs and things that I want and I don't have room to take. And I don't want to have to come back through here again. Fine. What does this first aid box do? It had a first aid spray in, right, yes. And there's a green herb hidden behind the beds. Okay. We'll just leave all these heals in here for later. It's fine, we kind of do need to come back at some point. So, we're not entirely screwed. Yeah, they definitely managed to get the survival movie sort of aspects in the early ones. Like, the later ones, I would say, are, like, less spooky. Like, Resident Evil 4 and things just aren't as scary. That has a plank in it, yes. I don't have room for that. Kind of want to take it because everything's about to turn into werewolves. Why did I have to fill the mansion with werewolves? Why? I want to save my bullets. I don't want to have to shoot everything. I can at least try and outrun normal zombies. There's a box in there that I need. I wonder if I don't get that box, do they not turn into werewolves yet? Maybe I can delay the werewolves. Maybe I can delay them. Because if they don't turn into werewolves, then I can get around the mansion and solve everything. He's just a zombie. That's nice. I kind of don't want to kill him because he'll turn into a werewolf. I don't want you to turn into a werewolf, sir. I really don't want you to turn into a werewolf. Okay, he's definitely dead, but he's going to turn into a werewolf. Doom! Exactly. But, like, it's okay when he's a zombie. When he's a werewolf, and I don't know why they're evolving from zombies to werewolves, because it makes no sense. But he's fine for now. And it tells us, like, destroy the head and set fire to them, and then the game just doesn't let you. Like, I'd like to smash his head in. I'd like to burn him. You're not allowed. This is how you actually take care of them to make sure they don't come back to life again. But then the game doesn't let you. Like, why tell me this and then not let me do it and then just evolve them into werewolves? Why can't you let me take care of them once and for all? There's a zombie in here as well. Hiding in the closet. Now, what treats do you have in there? Kill. Don't fire warning shots. What? Shot him in the foot like 8 times because my controller's shit at times. Wasted like tons of bullets. Why were you shooting him in the foot? Shooting. Wow, that didn't even hit him. Shoot him in the head, not the foot, Gil. Not. Why? Why shoot him in the foot? That wasted so many bullets. She's got a mind of her own. Okay, at least we got some more bullets. You watch, there'll be nothing in here. Nothing useful. What are we hiding in here? Can I light this up? It's the rest of the music. Okay, so we did need that. It's the rest of the music. The rest of Moonlight Sonata. And we've finished the room. There's nothing else in here. Okay. What the Moonlight Sonata does for us, I don't know, but... Okay. Too much inventory. Again. We're gonna have to make our way to a box. And try and get rid of all of this stuff. The bonus is, though, other than the fact that I have to come in here at some point, I don't have to necessarily fight off that werewolf again. I can just run past him, hopefully. So he won't get me next time. He will not get me next time. Right. Are there any zombies that are going to turn into werewolves? Probably. He's very dead. Not next time, exactly. Not next time. He gets me once, but never again. I can't believe he stun locked me like that. That was so dirty. They didn't turn into werewolves. Okay, so if I don't go collect that box yet, they won't turn into werewolves. I can safely go through there for now. I'm going to leave that box until we need it. Just in case I have to go through there again. Why the box turns them into werewolves, don't ask me, but it does. Right, I'm just going to sit and wait and see where this zombie comes, so that I can be sure to not get eaten on the way to the box. Okay, he's up there. Because the camera angles like to throw a zombie in your face when you go around them unsuspectingly. You've got to be a little careful. Hopefully, these won't turn into werewolves as well in here, because I haven't picked up the box. Like they did last time. Oh, I haven't even killed this guy yet. Oh, I see the one that turns into a werewolf, just hiding back there. What? He did not. He had stopped his lunge attack and she was like, no, I'm still gonna run into his arms. Well, at least he died. He was not even gonna grab us. And then she's just like, I'm gonna walk into that. That would be a nice thing. I did that, right. Have to try and figure out what I've done and what I haven't done because we've gone back in time. Not the easiest thing to do. Okay. So I don't need this anymore. This, I could put in the door on the way. I'm not even going to bother going into the basement. Okay. Canteen, ink serum, shotgun shells. Mansion, death mask, right. I think we will head to get the other mask though. Right, might as well. See, this is the thing that says to incinerate them, but again, why it tells us that and doesn't let us do that is a bit ridiculous. I kind of want to just set fire to them. What is... There was ink ribbons, right. Okay, I'm going to go steal those before anything turns into werewolves. While I remember. You must loot everything whilst it is safe. Before the whole mansion turns into werewolves. It's not even the worst of it. They're going to turn into giant green frog monsters that lunge at us and chop our head off. I don't know if they evolve into that beyond the werewolf, but I know in the original game that happens. And I'm guessing because they turn into werewolves in the meantime, it's probably an evolutionary progress. So after they become werewolves, they're going to become frog monsters. So, you know, we've got some very scary monsters to deal with at some points. But not yet! Not yet, thankfully. Okay, let's dump these ink ribbons whilst we have the opportunity. Ink ribbons! Okay. Moonlight Sonata. That's all I can think to do for now. To the Moonlight Sonata! We haven't opened the shortcut. And what else is over there? Was there even anything else over there other than just like opening the shortcut? Okay, let's look at the map. That uses this key. Yes, there's the room with the puzzle, and that gave us another mask. Okay, so until we've got all of the masks, though, I don't think we need to go over there. And like having the masks might also release more werewolves. And what was in the box? The box was another mask. Yes, okay, so having all the masks is what makes werewolves. That's one, that's two, and we got the third. So I'm guessing this Moonlight Sonata thing must give us another mask. Now, I don't think we killed the zombie down here, so I think that's what we're gonna do. But maybe we don't need to use the Moonlight Sonata in there, I'm not sure. Like, there is a piano, and we obviously get the other half of the Moonlight Sonata, but it says there's something in here as well. The roaring fireplace, that's for certain. But I don't know. Okay. Got plenty of ammo. But the game's gonna go like you must use it all. Aye, my friends, your time has come. Stop aiming up in the air, Jill. Just shoot him. Okay, he's not dead. Jill! Oh, for fuck's sake, it's a werewolf. And it's a werewolf in a place where we can't see. How did that not shoot both of them, Jill? He's still not dead. Not up. Oh, he's not a werewolf. Well, his head's definitely gone. I'll stop him coming back to life. His head's definitely gone. As if I backed off enough for him to come out the door. Right, okay. Did we ever pick up your videotape? It looks like his throat's been torn out. Yes, okay, we did. All that time we did it the other time, and nah, that guy never came out the door that time. Yeah, you had to back off a bit more. He's coming out the door to get you. Yeah, we didn't fully use up the armor key. Right, Moonlight Sonata time. Was there anything else in here? Wouldn't count out. Smells like fine wine. I mean, I guess we'll find out. It does kind of say that there was another item, but I'm guessing it's only because of the Moonlight Sonata thing. Right. Put the missing middle section into the page. Moonlight Sonata! The complete musical score of the Moonlight Sonata. And can we play this on the piano now? Aha! Don't copyright strike me. In the middle of a zombie invasion, let's just play the Moonlight Sonata. You know, it's like, it'll be perfectly fine. Let's just chill and practice our piano. Perfect opportunity to play a song. What did that do for you, Jill? Ah! You know, I said I felt like there might be a secret passage between the two rooms. All it took... Oh, no, that's the secret room that I kind of said there's a secret room. It took playing Moonlight Sonata. It's got a crest in it. Trevor's diary. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did it end up like this? The guy in a lab coat bought me a meager plate of food and said, sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons. That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only 2 people that know the secret of this mansion. Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secrets. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. Too dangerous here. My family, I hope they're alright. I decide to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray you are safe. How could I be so careless? I lost my favourite lighter! The one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Now it's going to be much harder to escape this dark place. November 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalised. 3 days before that, Jessica and Lisa said they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing it, my memory is coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the men in the lab coat said something like, most likely your family is already dead. I pray for their safety. Somehow I managed to get out of that room. But getting out of this mansion won't be so easy. I have to get past all the booby traps, tigers, tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try and remember for my own sake. Okay. For a moment I thought he was the guy that was in the cupboard that we, you know, in the closet that we got out. Well, actually, I have another emblem. I can get out of this room. Right, so we need this gold emblem. I have another emblem. I just need to get back to my trusty and faithful box. And not be ambushed by... Go on. Not be ambushed by a million zombies on the way. I thought I saw something glinting under the table there. I was mistaken. Okay, so now we need to get back to our faithful box to get the crest so we don't get locked in that room. So we can get out of this mansion alive. Not dead. And, you know, about his lighter, I think we might have taken it now. My lighter now. That guy's a body. I'm worried that he's going to turn into a werewolf. I'm certain he's going to become a werewolf. Because there was literally... If only we hadn't taken it from right at the beginning of the game. Because I could just literally take it from there and put it in the other room. Who was to know that that was going to be a problem? Okay. If I go the crow's way, there's problems. Up the stairs we go! And around. Now. Hopefully the guy won't turn into a werewolf yet. Hopefully he's not ready to be werewolf. Because I haven't picked up the box, so I think we might be okay to do this without a werewolf problem. But hopefully this gives us a key. If not, we're still lacking a key. I think he's always at the top now. Yeah, he's always at the top. Okay, I'm relatively safe to just do that. I'm going to get used to doing that, and he's just going to be waiting for me to give me a big hug. Oh, he's just waiting there to bite my face off. Just in case of werewolves. I am prepared for you this time. He's not becoming a werewolf. Watch, he'll turn into a werewolf now that I've put the pistol on. Okay, there is a zombie around the corner, but it's not a problem. This guy down here hasn't turned into anything yet. He's the one that I'm most concerned about because, like, he just sits there ominously on the floor, waiting for his moment to eat me. Just waiting. Biding his time to bite. Right, armor key we still need. Emblem! Do I want anything else while I'm here? Right, so... Once we have done that... I could drop off the crest in the middle of the room whilst we're there. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's drop off the crest at the bottom of the stairs. Sure, it won't trigger anything scary doing that. Won't make any problems for us in the mansion whatsoever. Jill, why are you running? That's actually stupid. You can aggro the zombie now. Gonna come and eat your face. Here he comes. Just random arms. At least we got out of there before he did anything. Okay, that guy's also waiting by the door. Now I think I know where we use the emblem. Unfortunately, going that way, a lot of zombies broke through a window when we went that way. They haven't done it yet, but they will, and they will probably stop us going that way. So we're not doing that just yet until we are absolutely certain that's the only place left we need to go. Which is kind of starting to look like it is. Once we've done everything that we can. Really? Like, they really look like they're the crest bits. You sure you don't want to put that in there? It's like an octagonal hole. You've got an octagonal object, Jill. Okay. Frequent firing. This is just an ordinary crest. We don't need that. We might have to go back to our trusty box. Right, I'm gonna do this crest thing first, though. As if she wouldn't put... Where else would it go? Surely. That goes there. Surely. Is it missing a component? Surely I don't need both of them at the same time to do it. Then I might try putting this gold crest in the where I got this one from. See what that does. That might give us something. If not, I think it goes by the dog at the far end. In which case, like, what is the coffin thing? Is the coffin thing just like some absurd side quest? I'll take the crest with the gold emblem and get locked inside. It's an automatic lock-in. Okay. Then in you go. That should free me. Freedom! And now we have a gold crest. Gold around the outer edges due to frequent fitting. Okay. But this one's also kind of been pulled out and pushed in a million times. There's a spider plant in that room. Have we done it? Yes, okay. Nothing else to do in this room. Which means, actually, the room with the broken shotgun in does have another item in there. Because it's, you know, it only tells us that there's not things that we can pick up that we need. Not, you know, inconsequential side things that we've used to trigger things. Now, because it says there's an item in here, I'm guessing we just put this in here and it will give us something. Moves the clock! It's got some cogs in it. When the two have run each other through, your path to destiny will open. Looks like you can turn the gears inside the clock. Oh, ha. So when the sword and the spear have run each other through, nothing happened. Maybe it's something to do with the helmet, shield, and armor, and sword decorations here. Okay, when the two have run each other through, your path of destiny will open. Okay, let's turn the large hands. That's the one that we already turned. Okay, let's turn the large hand to the right. We already turned the large. No, that's... Keep turning didn't mean necessarily... Right, okay. Yes. Right, we want to turn the small gear. Which is the large hands, ironically. Now, does that what it mean? Run each other through? Nothing happened. How much shields and armor? Okay, let's read the painting. Picture of two knights striking each other. Short sword has been thrust into the breast. Yes, okay. And the long sword pierced the head of the other. The long sword has pierced the head of the other. Okay. Okay, so the large short swords. Well, that's the wrong direction, but large into the chest, and then the. Is that correct? The short sword into the. Yes, because that's the short hands. But maybe it means the large gear. We'll turn that to the right. And they run each other through. And that worked. What did you give me? Key? A key, hopefully? A key! Let's go! Okay. Now we're not stuck anymore. Okay. Engraving of shields. Now, do I want to head to where is obviously a big room with a snake? Now, is that a shield or is that a helmet? It's unfortunate that they don't get marked. I should go check that out first. Copium. Right. That's probably the best one to head to first. Because our box is there and we can drop off this crest on the way. So I think that might be what we want to do. Okay, to doom! To very much impending doom. And we will try not to die. And then... we might save. If it is safe. But maybe we do some other stuff. I'm not sure. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we haven't done that we did do. We got up to doing. To doom! But it is getting a bit late. Because I started late as well. Okay, we don't want to go out that door. I wonder, is there any green herbs out there? He didn't wake up. Stop running, Jill, or you will aggro the zombie. Helmet. That was very risky, Jill, to go in there and be like, check that it's not the swords and shields. You know, is this the door that we can open or cannot open? Okay, right. Greed wants to do things. Okay, map. Okay. We can go in that door down there. Maybe. Unless that's a helmet door. That might be a helmet door. That door needs a crest. That might be the wind emblem. Ah, and then we need the wood thing from up there. That door up there is locked from the other side. That one's the helmet. That one might be a shield. That's werewolf. There's a lot of healing thing. Okay. Where? Right, that door. That door's the other armor door. We're not going that way anytime soon. Okay. I don't think we're going to get attacked by zombies. I can afford to dump this in here. We are on a loot run. I'm going to dump the ammo as well, just because we've got plenty of room for it. Plenty of room for it! Okay. So we're going to go through potentially Werewolf Alley. They're not... Well, he became a werewolf now. Maybe it's the number of times you run past them or something. He also wasn't the guy that I thought turned into a werewolf. He was actually the guy that we killed. It was actually the guy that we killed that turns into a werewolf. So killing them does turn them into werewolves. So we actually don't want to kill them. Ironically, we do not want to kill them because that's what turns them into werewolves. Okay, so I no longer feel as safe about going through here. Oh my god! We haven't even got the grenade launcher yet. We didn't even go get the grenade launcher yet. I want to go see what the room over there is. Well, because we've got a shotgun in our hands. Like, you know, we're not going to get the grenade launcher just yet. And if we do... Terrible idea. Is he dead? Okay, I think he's dead. There's only one. But he might come back to life. Okay. I mean, that's actually not the worst that could happen. If I take the wooden mount and I go into here, that one's going to turn into a werewolf. There's an item in... That was just lore, though. So I don't really care about that. That's all healing. Right, okay. I will get this on the way back, probably. I don't want to go down the stairs and to wake up that werewolf. If I can avoid waking him up, the better. I think he only woke up because we went down the stairs. So if I never go down the stairs again, he's never... You see his tiny little toes down there? As long as I don't go anywhere near him, he shouldn't wake up, Copium. Shouldn't. So all I have to do is not disturb his sleep. He's having a nice little sleep down there. Stay at it. I do not need to go disturb. Let sleeping werewolves lie, even if they are uncomfortably on the stairs. Leave them to it. Oh, it's the helmet one. Okay, so it's not even the shield one. Right, so... Healing items. Let's get the healing items whilst we're here. And then we might be having a battle with the giant snake. Although I should get the grenade launcher if we're doing that. I should absolutely go and get the grenade launcher if we're going to go battle a snake. But the healing items will be very handy. So let's go make sure that we get those. And hopefully this room isn't infested with bees. Because they're the worst enemies. I haven't said 60 times. They are the worst. There's something ominous about that deer. So there's a hidden green herb behind the bed we found. As well as that first aid kit there. I know where you hide your herbs. Then we will combine them. And like, it's literally just in a rolling paper. It's literally weeds. It's ready to smoke up on a rolling paper. Like, they must have known exactly what they're doing. Yeah, we got room to hold the ink ribbons. Then we're going to take the first aid kit. Let's get the first aid out of it. Insert first aid kit case. Yes, got a first aid spray. Nice. I don't think we're going to be encountering any normal zombies should we come back through this. We didn't kill the werewolf by the box. Which means every box is werewolf guarded. And I want the wooden plank as well. So that's werewolf guarded. That's now werewolf guarded. Unless... there's still a path that doesn't have werewolves. It's got a few zombies. It's an awkward path. But I might be able to go dump off half of this stuff. Because if I grab this, I can't go grab the gun. And I do need this. Then you also need the box. Like, I can't carry everything. I cannot actually carry everything. Trying very carefully not to wake up werewolves. Now, is there going to be another werewolf in here? The Werewolves of London. We need that mount for whatever reason. Haven't discovered it yet. There's a box in here we need, but I can't go get it. Because I don't have room. Right, no one else... Who broke the plates? No one else turn into werewolves, please. Definitely don't turn into giant frog hunters. Definitely don't do that. We're not ready for that. Okay. Then, as long as we avoid everything, I can go get the grenade launcher. But I should go get it before anything else. I'm going to. I'm surprised the clock is still making noise now we've solved the puzzle. You know, it's like still making all the noise. I don't die to this single ordinary zombie. He broke through the door though. He might not be there anymore. Copium. He might not be in the way because he came out and said hello. There's a chance that we've got just a safe route to the box. It's a slim chance. But it's a chance. How have I missed? No, it's just a shocking thing. Kill. Okay. One more bullet. If you could have only stabbed him, Gil, you could have saved that bullet. If only you'd actually stabbed him. Okay. I think we're relatively safe to get to the door now. Not get eaten. And then I think the box is actually kind of safe. Although, how aware is this werewolf going to be? Is he in a werewolf? Is he going to run down the stairs and smell me? Yep, of course he is. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be in a werewolf? Why wouldn't he be very aware? Werewolves smell you. Of course they do. They smell you from 600 yards away. With mind bullets. That's telekinesis, Kyle. Why wouldn't they smell you from the other side of the room? It's meant to be zombies though, not werewolves. They're not supposed to be this aware. Like, I was being very careful. Well, we had to kill him anyway. I mean, we've got to come through there again at some point with the armor key, so it's not the end of the world. Right, we're gonna swap that for the grenade launcher. Did that need the key? Right, let's look at the map. No, we unlocked it. We at least unlocked it, even if we didn't go in there. Okay, and then some bullets, a knife. I'm gonna keep the knife. As useless as it probably is, With mind bullets, exactly. I couldn't resist. It was too good a joke. Now, you know, when we run out of bullets, that's probably the only thing we're gonna have. What's a zombie's favourite kind of bullets? Mind bullets, because it's like also a tasty little snack for them, right? Not only do they get to eat brains, but they get to eat mind bullets. That kind of sounds like zombie cereal. Coming soon from Zombies R Us, mind bullets, the tasty zombie snack. You know how you hate normal bullets? Well, now you get to eat the mind bullets. They'll make you fast and turn you into werewolves or something. I don't know where I was going with that one. It sort of maybe worked. Maybe. Okay. Now, do you think I'm gonna die to a snake? Do you think the snake will kill me? Because I'm going to get this gun. And I'm going to go straight into where I think there's a giant snake boss. And hopefully not die to it. What did we miss? We missed a dagger, yes, okay. That doesn't take up an inventory slot. Right, we got a grenade launcher though. I didn't bring the extra bullets that Barry gave me this time. Like, what is going on with her eyes? There's definitely something wrong with her eyes. Like, one eye looks dead. I'm not even going for the green herbs because they're not worth it. They're not worth awakening a werewolf and wasting our bullets. With 6 grenades, and hopefully no werewolves in the path to eat them. I'm gonna go to the snake without saving. This is fine, right? We're not gonna die. I'm a good gamer. I'm not gonna die to a giant snake boss first time. Don't know how bad it's going to be. Okay, no werewolf. I should really go get that other mask whilst we're here. Should. Doesn't. I mean, we got 2 heals. The only problem is if this snake takes more bullets than we have, because I have, like, hardly any. We got 6 grenades. Okay, I'll leave 1 herb there. Okay, there's probably a werewolf on the other side of this door again, so I'm just going to run straight for the snake room. And hopefully not need the serum either. You don't get to kill me this time. Wow, it's literally the only room that we use this key for. That actually gives me an extra infantry slot. That's actually nice. Okay, must remember there's a werewolf on the other side of this door. Big stinky room. Very musky. Definitely not going to be ambushed by a snake. Definitely not going to be the same snake that just killed Richards. Oh, hi. That's 1 big snake. Hopefully I don't need the serum. This is actually kind of dirty. Is there something in the corner? Can I just steal that and run? It's the last mask! Okay. Poisons. Okay, I think we need to go get the serum as well. I mean, we're not actually injured. We're only poisons. If I don't need to fight it, I'm just gonna leave. This will be fine. Werewolves out here causing problems.
Poison.
Poisons? If only there's no werewolf to injure me. Maybe I should have taken the serum with me. It's fine. Barry will save us. At least then I don't actually have to fight the werewolves. And he takes me to a save room as well. I'm going to assume, at least. It's the serum room. Perfect. And now the entire mansion is probably crawling with werewolves. When do you plan on going live, Mars? Barry is gone. Can you leave us some more bullets at least? And we have every mask that we need as well. No, we don't, because I need to go around that route again. Okay. Could have every mask that we need. Hoping soon. Still making a flyer. Okay, no worries. Because it's getting late here. It's like 20 to 11, so, you know, I'm also going to end soon. So, you know, if you are planning on going live, do let me know, and I will raid you. Right, shotgun shells. I'm going to swap that for the shotgun. Wherever it is. Shotgun shells. Okay, we've got room in the shotgun for that. 2 shotgun shells, right. I don't need all these heals then. What else do we need? Key. That one's to the basement. Not going there yet. We need that one. I can take the handgun magazine. But then we've got all the death masks, which we haven't put any of them in play. Then we will save! And the save room music has changed. Well used bet. Well, you know, it's even better used now. Save your progress using ribbon, yes. Okay, now do we, like, try and find Barry? Okay, save successful. 5 saves. Old typewriter. Okay, I was trying to read the thing on the wall, but that's not what happens. Why do you not have any weapons equipped still? That's a terrible idea. Load your shotgun whilst you're at it. Okay. Let's go run around. Do I... Okay, so... We're going to go get the other mask. I think that's what the next thing to do is, to go get the other mask and then go into the basement. That's like the run around from there. Then there's still the mask at the top. Okay. There's actually 2 masks we still need to get. There are 2 masks. Then I'm guessing that will give us a key, which will let us in there. But at least we didn't have to fight through that last werewolf again. The one that literally murdered us. I told you he wouldn't get us a second time. Told us he wouldn't get us a second time. Okay, soon. Let's go. So I should like shout out to Mars. You should go check her out. And to use like the shout out feature. Feel free to follow Mars. She's a very friendly and nice person, and she does good voices, and it's an interesting streamer, so yeah, you should definitely check her out. For anyone that might be lurking. I never look at who's lurking, you know, I'm like, you know, I respect lurking. That's just herbs, right, so there's the box in there, right, we're gonna go get this mask, and no werewolves! There will not be any werewolves over here, right? Ironically, I think killing the one stopped the second one from spawning. That's actually nice. That saved us some bullets. Now, did I solve this puzzle? No. Okay. Totally remember how to do this. Right. Then this one, because if I push this one in, the Axeman pops out. And this one. And the shields. Okay. Because the shields pops him back in. Ironically. Which makes no sense why I needed to push him in first, but it works. What? Excuse me? They were all in place. What was that? What did I do wrong? They were all in place. They were all pushed back. Why did that poison me? I wasn't even running for the door because I didn't think that that was wrong. They were all pushed back. Okay. You. Okay, we'll just push them in. I don't understand. Because this pops the Axeman back out. Was that supposed to have came out? And it didn't? No. Okay, well I'll push you in. Then if I push this one in, the sword also goes in. Like... I think it must have glitched or something. Because they were all in. Most of those who deserve sleep. What did I do wrong? They were all in the same place last time. Does it just like automatically poison you first time? Is that what happens? But if so, that's dirty. Right. Push the heart. Push the heart. And the mask is revealed. Mask without eyes, nose or mouth. And we need to run around to get the other one. There's some herbs in this side door. As long as no werewolves wake up, I'm gonna go get a herb. Right, we don't need to go back there. That's a helmet, not a shield one. What is the door down? No, because we've used the shield key up. There's like... Okay, so the mask does wake up some werewolves. I should have maybe ran for the door rather than coming in here for a heal. But... because of that damage that we took, I wanted the heal. Okay. Well, hopefully we get the chance to still run through the door and get away from him. Without having to waste bullets. No, of course not. Although, as long as his dick isn't in my face, we can juke him somehow. So that was an awful camera angle to be able to see what the heck we were doing. Okay. Right, down the stairs. Right, we're going a long way around to get the other mask. Then we should be fine. Like literally, I don't want it exactly, and like especially in the camera, like I really don't want it. Like Jill doesn't want it, but I don't want it either. You know, I really don't want that. No need for that. You can keep that yourself, Mr. Zombie, sir. I did not want that whatsoever. Okay, right, so this should lead round. Okay, there's a few doggos on the way though. We can dodge the doggos easily enough. In before the dog eats me and I just die. Usually, I can dodge the dogs. Usually, okay. Today is fine. We didn't curse it. The dogs are fine. Now there's some zombies that are going to smash through a window as well. Like a lot of zombies that are going to smash through a window. As long as I keep running and ignore them, everything's fine. They're going to chase me through the door. But again, you know, I'm fine. We've got a puzzle as well. And also, they just know how to open a door now. They don't even, like, smash the door. They're just like, yep, we can open this one. That's a problem for another day. That's a problem for later. As long as I don't kill them, they won't become werewolves. Yellow stained glass. Okay, that's the red guy. That's the orange guy, but we need him to turn green. picture is green. And then we need this guy to turn purple. And easy puzzle. And then that'll give us a mask. Thankfully, the crows don't come to life. Because crows are also a pain. I'm surprised that they haven't made the crows, like, a problem. Have another mask. This one has no mouth. Use the lockpick. Okay. Make sure they've got bullets because there's a zombie on the other side of this door. But maybe I won't need to kill, but it's probably in the way and I might need to kill. Where are you? Okay, this is ominous. Both of them have vanished. Okay, that's a problem. Because they've despawned the zombies, we're probably going to get attacked by frog monsters. Like, something is glitching there in that tree up there. Oh, it's only butterflies. Because they've despawned the actual zombies, I'm concerned that they're gonna throw hunters at me. And I'm not prepared. Maybe they're waiting until I've put all of the masks on the faces and I haven't brought all the masks with me. But if that's the case, that's a problem. Okay, that's the guy with all of the things. Also, like, this coffin is going to keep doing some things. That's the guy with no nose. That's one with no mouth. I think that's got hunters in it, but at least we don't have all of the masks, so they're not going to be coming out just yet. Copium. He hopes, running swiftly away. The zombies have vanished, and that's a problem. They were here last time I came through this route, and they don't vanish unless something else is coming to eat your face. Something scarier. Something big and scarier is going to come and eat my face because I've now done that. Okay, so all we need to do is get to a bot. They're locked from the other side. That needs a sort. That's got a werewolf there now. We cleared out the bottom route, right? Cleared out the bottom way to the box. So I'm gonna go there. And that's gonna be fine. He says, optimistically. That'll be fine if I go this way. They're not gonna throw anything in my way, right? They wouldn't do that. Okay, let's go. This seems the safest way. Flee from the most werewolves. Oh no. And also there's the... I knew he'd become a werewolf. I knew it. But the worst thing is that I was actually knowing it. Right, I'm going to run before anything has a chance to turn into werewolves, of course. Of course. What I was actually knowing it is it was pointless to come this way anyway because the guy smells me at the bottom of the stairs. Right, red caution, so we need to use that. So he comes down here anyway, so that was all entirely pointless. As we learned last time. Although he doesn't seem to be running down the stairs. As we learned last time, the werewolf still runs down there. But he doesn't seem to. Well, that route's entirely screwed now. So we have only werewolves. Every direction. Only werewolves. One. We're not going down the stairs of the mansion. There it is. I was going to say, we did have another mask, right? Somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna save, and then that's where I'm gonna call it a day. Right, so let's use the sync ribbon. I'm actually gonna save on that slot. Yeah. I'm gonna call it a day there. Thank you for joining me, and thank you, Mars, for coming and hanging out. I'll send you a raid as you are gonna go live at some point soon anyway, and you know, if people want to hang about, they can. If not, I will see you on Sunday for a Jackbox stream. And if you are able to make it, Mars, that'd be great. If not, have a lovely day at work and have a lovely weekend. And if you aren't streaming by the time I'm able to see, because I might be going to bed, I'll be up for at least an hour. So I'm guessing you'll be live between then. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye bye.